Friday, November 30th, 2018. My morning started off bright and early thanks to my ambitious self who bought early tickets to go to the top of the rock first thing in the morning, which is where this famous photo was taken on the beams during the construction of the building in 1932. Getting to the top was quick. You go through security and then you and your group get to sit on a green screen replica of the infamous beam photo before stopping into a theater for a short informational video. Then they escort you in groups to an elevator to almost the top. There's 3 levels of these amazing views, so in less than 40-something seconds you're blasted up almost 60 floors. If you can stomach it, look up during the elevator ride. The panels are clear and you can pretend you're launching into space. After the Rockefeller Center, I made a quick stop at the Nike store to buy some new walking shoes, which I had to purchase through the Nike app and press a button to have someone hand deliver the shoes to me at the store. After that, I hopped on the subway down to go check out the Brooklyn Bridge. The bridge isn't too far of a walk from the station I got off at, but you'll want a good pair of walking shoes if you plan on walking across it. Despite the cooler weather and on and off drizzle, there were still tons of people on the bridge. I walked about half the length to admire the views and just look out at all the people and cars, and I even thought it was pretty funny to watch the drivers in the cars as they were passing me on the bridge. After taking plenty of photos and videos, the rain managed to stop just as I started walking back to go get back on the subway to Battery Park. From there, I walked to the Staten Island ferry terminal, which was the free way to check out the Statue of Liberty, and that was my plan. Since it was free, all I had to do was walk into the terminal and gather with the crowds around the gate for the next ferry, which luckily was loading just as I got there. I walked onto the ferry and went straight for the New Jersey side of the boat and grabbed a spot outside. If you don't know which side is New Jersey, go where all the people go. You can't miss it. The ride itself was fairly short, and you do get close enough to see the Statue of Liberty without having to squint super hard or zoom in on your phone. The next time I'm in New York, though, I would like to get tickets to climb the stairs inside the statue or at least get a closer look. After about 30 minutes, we got to Staten Island where all the passengers have to get off even if you're just turning around and going back. So I grabbed a pretzel at the terminal and the next ferry was ready before I was even done eating it. My last stop for the day was the World Trade Center. It took me a while to actually find this place as I first had to figure out how to exit the shopping mall the subway exit brought me to. As silly as it sounds, some of the exits led to a train for New Jersey, while others forced you to have a ticket for whatever was upstairs, and some even went straight to the observatory, which was also a ticket and paid entry only. After all of the walking I did for the day, I was too exhausted, so I didn't end up going into the observatory or museum, but those will definitely be on my to-do list next time I'm in the city. Saturday, December 1st, 2018. My flight back to Seattle was in the afternoon, so I didn't have much time to go too far off into Adventureland. I took the subway up to the Metropolitan Museum of Art to check out the other side of Central Park. I grabbed a bag of hot nuts that I kept seeing all across town, and I ate them while walking around. I made it to Columbus Circle and checked out the holiday market they had there, which was by far the busiest market I had been to all week. I ended up grabbing a couple gifts and souvenirs to bring back from my family, and then continued my walk back to Times Square, which is where I took the last subway ride of my trip. Goodbye, New York. I'm coming back. I had just enough time to hang out on my hotel's rooftop for a little bit before my ride came, and my week in New York was over just like that. I had such an amazing trip, and I will definitely be back again.